My love, my partner, my husband, though that last word never quite felt like it held the whole of you. As our 5th anniversary approached, I found myself searching for a gift that could speak the words I struggled to form. We had built a beautiful life, a tapestry woven with shared laughter and quiet understanding. But I saw the subtle fissures in your soul, the way your eyes would sometimes grow distant when you thought I wasn't looking. I saw the fleeting, almost imperceptible longing when your fingers would brush against the silk of my blouses, or the way you'd watch women move through the world with a certain grace, a silent yearning in your gaze. It was on our porch, wrapped in the amber glow of a setting sun, that the truth finally crystallized for me. I wasn't just married to a man. I was in love with a spirit, a beautiful, complex soul that was not confined to the masculine form you had been given. The most profound gift I could offer wasn't a thing, but a key to unlock the woman I knew was waiting inside you. My planning was a secret, sacred mission. I sought out a surgeon who was less a medical technician and more an artist of identity. I didn't want a standard procedure, I wanted a creation. I envisioned a gentle, natural-looking breast augmentation, one that would sculpt a soft, feminine curve onto your chest, a foundation, a promise. It was about giving your inner self a physical home, a form you could finally recognize as your own in the mirror. My planning was a secret, sacred mission. I sought out a surgeon who was less a medical technician and more an artist of identity. I didn't want a standard procedure, I wanted a creation. I envisioned a gentle, natural-looking breast augmentation, one that would sculpt a soft, feminine curve onto your chest, a foundation, a promise. It was about giving your inner self a physical home, a form you could finally recognize as your own in the mirror. The night of our anniversary, at our special restaurant, my heart felt like a wild bird beating against the cage of my ribs. After the plates were cleared, I slid a small velvet box across the table. It was too flat for a ring. Your hands, those strong, gentle hands, trembled as you opened it. Inside, nestled on black silk, was a single, elegant key, and the clinic's paperwork, your new name, Chloe, elegantly typed on the forms. "For you, my love," I whispered, my voice thick with a love so vast it threatened to overwhelm me. "For the incredible man I married, and for the breathtaking woman I have always seen living within you. This is for all of you." The silence that followed was not empty, it was full. Your eyes, glistening with unshed tears, met mine, and in that deep, wordless exchange, a lifetime of hidden pain and secret hopes was finally acknowledged. You didn't speak. You didn't need to. You simply reached for my hands, your grip fierce and grateful, and brought them to your lips. "Thank you," you breathed, the words a sacred vow, "for seeing her." The weeks leading to the procedure were a time of tender, intimate preparation. We talked for hours, your voice often a soft, wondering murmur as you gave words to feelings you had locked away for a lifetime. The desire to feel pretty, the ache to feel the sway of a skirt around your legs, the dream of looking in the mirror and, for the first time, not seeing a stranger. The morning of the surgery, I drove you to the clinic through the sleeping city. You held my hand the entire way, your silence speaking volumes. The surgeon, a wonderful, perceptive woman, understood our vision completely. She spoke not of changing you, but of revealing you. When they wheeled you away, you looked back at me, and the look in your eyes was not fear, but a profound, eager anticipation. The hours in the waiting room were an eternity. But when the surgeon emerged with a smile, telling me everything had gone perfectly, a wave of relief so powerful it left me weak washed over me. Seeing you in the recovery room, pale but with a serene smile gracing your lips, is a memory I will cherish forever. The bandages were there, but so was the new, gentle contour of your chest, a beginning. "We did it," you murmured, your voice slurred but filled with awe. "We did, Chloe," I replied. the new name feeling like the most natural thing in the world as I kissed your forehead. Your recovery was a journey we took together, one of patience and gentle care. I tended to you, and in doing so, I felt I was tending to the birth of this new, more complete you. The day the bandages came off for good, we stood before our bedroom mirror. You were hesitant, but I stood behind you, my arms wrapped around you, my cheek resting against your back. "Look," I whispered, "look at her." And you did. You saw the soft, graceful curves that now belong to you. A sob caught in your throat, followed by the most radiant, liberated smile I have ever seen. "It's me," you said, your voice filled with a wonder that shook me to my core. "It's really me." With the physical transformation complete, the most beautiful and playful chapter began. We turned your wardrobe into our new shared project. We cleared out the old, donating the stiff, masculine armor you no longer needed. Our first shopping trip was a revelation. You instinctively drifted towards the men's section, a lifetime of habit. Gently, I took your hand and led you into the women's department, a world of color, texture, and possibility. I started with a simple, buttery soft cashmere sweater. "Try this," I encouraged. "Just feel it." When you emerged from the dressing room, the transformation was instantaneous. The sweater draped over your new silhouette, hugging your curves and giving you a shape that was undeniably, beautifully feminine. You stared at your reflection, turning slowly. "I feel beautiful," you whispered, as if discovering a new sense. That was the spark. We became explorers. We discovered the confidence a well-tailored pair of women's trousers could give you, the thrill of your first silk blouse, its fabric whispering secrets against your skin. And then the skirts. I will never forget the first time you tried on an A-line skirt, the way it swished and danced around your knees as you walked. You laughed a sound of pure, unburdened joy and twirled right there in the boutique. Dresses were the final frontier. We chose a few together, a sophisticated little black dress, a flowing floral maxi. With each one, it was like watching a flower bloom in fast motion. You weren't just wearing clothes, you were embodying a new facet of your soul. You finally chose a simple, elegant sheath dress in a deep emerald green. The moment you put it on, your posture changed, your shoulders dropped, your movements became fluid and graceful. You saw a woman in the mirror, and you knew, without a doubt, that she was you. "Look at you," I said, my heart swelling with a pride so intense it brought tears to my eyes. You turned to me, your eyes shining with a light I had never seen before. "I feel like I've come home," you confessed. "With you, I feel like I can finally be everything I was meant to be." In the months that followed, Chloe fully, radiantly came to life. Our home became her sanctuary. Mornings became a shared ritual of coffee and makeup where I taught you the art of enhancement, how to line your eyes to make them sparkle, how to choose a lipstick that made you feel powerful and pretty. You embraced it all with an eager joy that was contagious. Our social life transformed. We began hosting gatherings where our closest friends, whom we had carefully let into our journey, celebrated the real you. To see you as Chloe, in a beautiful dress, holding a wine glass and engaging in conversation, was to see a person finally, completely at peace. The world began to meet her too. First at quiet cafes, then at art galleries. Each small outing a victory that built an unshakable confidence. Your journey sparked a creative fire. You started to write, pouring your experiences into powerful, moving essays. What began as a personal journal blossomed into a beacon of hope for others, a platform where you advocated for the beauty of living one's truth. You became a creator, designing clothes that celebrated the fluidity you embodied. Our love, my darling, did not change. It transcended. It deepened into something more profound than I ever thought possible. This was never about losing the man I married. It was about gaining the whole, magnificent, and authentic person you were always destined to be. It was about the transformative power of a love that doesn't just accept, but actively, joyfully participates in the becoming.